All right, happy Monday, iMusicAcademy awesome members. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and we had some guests this weekend, and I see they've had some fun with my settings over here, and made a lot of fun music. I think. Hold on one second. All right, good morning, everyone, and this is a great day because we're starting something brand new. Of course, we're doing Christmas in October, and I'm really, really excited about this. A couple of things about today. We're going to go over jingle bells and just get you guys thinking about jingle bells. And if somebody is watching this other than me, let me know if you're hearing everything, because this is last week we didn't use the computer with the keyboard and everything, so I want to make sure you guys are getting the audio that we need. But also a couple things about jingle bells. Let me just check. I think I'm getting sound. So jingle bells, we're going to learn the melody and the voicings today. So what we're going to do is think about a jazz trio kind of a situation. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to get familiar with the iReal Pro app that I've asked everyone to get, because I want you guys to get set up to where you're playing along with a jazz trio. Now, it works for blues and any other style of music you want, but we can really have some fun by getting you guys set up with your speakers. Any Bluetooth speaker will work, and you get it set up to where you hear drums and you hear bass, and then you hear your piano and nothing else. And it sounds really good, and you'll enjoy playing along with it. So think about this week as two different things we're going to cover. We're going to work on jingle bells this week, and we're going to also work on our left-hand only blues course. Now, I'm going to do a 7-day or I say a 1 week. It probably needs to be more like a 5-day boot camp, Monday through Friday, of just left-hand only bass lines. And what we are going to do this week is I'm going to get your feedback on will the non-members of iMusicAcademy like this style of teaching of the left-hand only. Can they tolerate a left-hand only? But my thought on the left-hand only is I think it really helps us all. You guys know whenever I play songs and then I just jump into this bass line, having never played that with something else, the only reason I can do that and even keep talking to you is because I practice this left hand only. It's in my finger memory. The same with all these other bass lines. It's in my finger memory, so I could just play this all day long, right? And that's what I want for you guys as well. We have to isolate the hands in order to make that happen. Okay, so we're going to jump right in, and if somebody comes in, make sure you guys like this video and comment on the video and or email me, because I love connecting with you guys, and I want to make sure that the things we're doing really are helpful to you and beneficial, and that you're enjoying doing that. And we can always cover anything that you guys want to cover. I have one of our members, Dave, who's a guitarist, and so this week I'm going to give Dave something Christmas related that will help him on guitar. And for our members, you guys know anything that you want, we will make it happen in terms of lessons, and I can send you a quick video of something. All right, here we go. Let's dig right in. We're going to do jingle bells. So we have the melody. We're going to stay in C, and one other additional thing is we've just done a whole boot camp, right, on volume 2 of our Bob Songs, Blues and Jazz. So all of those voicings that we did with the jazz-related things are going to help you learning this song, and also the riffs will even help you, because even though we're playing more of a jazzy kind of feel, there are areas where you'll be able to play your bluesy licks. Okay, that's the good news. So it all works together. All right, here we go. We're going to learn the jingle bells. What I love about jingle bells is it fits right under the hand in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern, right? You just start with your middle finger on E, and you go jingle bells, jingle all the way. It sounds very basic, right? But it's sort of important to know that as you go through jingle bells, jingle all the way, notice that whatever key that I could be in, it's just middle finger up to the 5th of the triad, and then it walks up C, D, E. Now, why is that important? Because if I was in the key of F, or whatever key I'm in, right? All right, now we're getting somewhere, because we know if we get comfortable with our 5-note patterns, I could be in the key of G. Somebody says, "All right, let's play Jingle Bells," and you're like, "Oh my gosh, all right, Where's the G chord? Okay, there's G triad, and you go, all right, middle finger. Right? Okay, so let's keep going. So we learn the melody. Let's just learn that first part again. We go E, 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 G, C, D, E. Now, to spice it up even just a little bit, you can slide, like do the 1, 2, 3. I'm doing finger 1, 2, 3 all together, and my arrival note is the downbeat, right? Jingle bells, jingle bells. And that takes a little bit of practice, right? Just getting used to doing that 1, 2, 3 together. Kind of gives it a kind of a jazzy, bluesy sound just by doing that. Now, as we learn these voicings in our left hand, as we go over the voicings, we're going to actually play the melody up the octave. So we're going to play 1 octave higher, right? 12 notes higher is the octave, and so this E is where we're going to start. And the reason I'm doing that is because we're making a little bit of room for the melody. So we don't want to be playing our left hand voicings along with the melody very low. We're going to go high on this one. All right, so we have lots of options. We have a lot of options to do our left hand voicings in this jazz world, right? One of the things you can do is a 3, 6, 9 voicing. This is a lot of times when you think of, if you see C major 7, you know, people would say, okay, in its most basic form, C is the root, E, G, B, D. That's a C major 9. Now, that is a that's a very good option to use in the jazz world if you're playing in combo piano. But what I'm going to do is let the bass player play the low C. So now I just have to play E, G, B, and D. So we can do this, and that's going to sound nice with the melody of. Okay, but there's even a more simple version that we've played many times. Is called the 3, 6, 9 voicing, and this is another option. And what you do is the bass player plays the C down here, and you play this simple 3-note voicing. Okay, now let's talk about why this works. Well, it still has the 3rd, and it has the 6th note, and it has the 9th note. So you still have kind of a C major 9 kind of sound. And yes, it does have that 6th note in there, which is a little bit different sound. But this is a very acceptable 3-note voicing to play for Jingle Bells, right? So we have this so far. Let's do the simple version first, and then we'll come back and we'll learn different variations. And I do have a PDF that I'm going to send you guys later today on this. So in its most basic form, we're going to let the bass player or the track that we're using play the C, and we're playing E, A, and D. So jingle bells, jingle all the way. Now watch what happens here. Pinky up, pinky down. Pinky up, pinky down. Now what happens there is I'm doing a G minor chord to a C7 chord. Okay, let me play that again. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Watch this. Pinky up and pinky down. Now, we said the most common chord progression in jazz is a 2-5-1 chord progression. Now, we are actually playing a 2-5-1 chord progression when we hit that G minor. When we hit these voicings, 2 minor, 5, 7, and 1 of F. Okay, so our arrival chord is F. So when I say 2-5-1, I'm thinking now about the F scale. The F scale, the second note of the F scale, is G. We make that minor, that's our 2, and our 5 is a dominant scale, a dominant chord, a C7 chord of the key of F, right? No matter what key you're trying to learn, if I say 2-5-1, I'm talking about 2-5-1 of a particular key. In this case, we're talking about the key of F. That's my arrival chord. So if I said, what's 2-5-1, 2 minor 7, that's G minor in its most basic form, and then C7 in its most basic form, and then 1 is the F, right? So let me back up and just make sure that we're all on the same page. The very first thing is our C major chord. Jingle bells, jingle all the... Now we're going to do G minor by pinky up actually we have to do 2 notes if we're doing this voicing, because pinky up would get us here, but we need to go up to make a G minor 7 voicing, and then we drop our pinky down to get us a C9. Now you guys know that we've spent a lot of time working on the C7, the C9, right? Let me adjust my camera real quick. Well, I don't know if that helped, but anyway. All right, so watch what happens again. So C major first, jingle bells, jingle all the. Now we're about to do 2 minor 7, 5, 7, and 1 to get to that F chord. So G minor to C9. Now we're at the 1 chord of F. Oh, what fun it, in its most basic form, we're going to go back to C, is to ride in a D9. Watch this. Now, what am I doing here? D9 chord. Well, why is that a D9 chord? It's the 3rd note of a D major scale, the flat 7 of a D major scale, and the 9th. Why is that a 9 and not a 2? Because we have our flat 7 in there. And then that chord wants to go to D minor 9 to G13. Now what you're going to start to notice already, if you've been trying to keep up with the lessons, you notice that we've talked about this D minor 7 before, right, in our basic blues. So the great thing about being a part of those boot camps and having all these PDFs is that I'm showing you that blues and jazz work so well together. And even if you're playing jazz and you know your blues ideas, it all works together, and you'll start to see the repetition. Okay, so let me back up and just play it so you can hear it in real time. So jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the. G minor, C9. Now we're at F. Now, what am I doing right here in my left hand? There are actually a lot of different options we can use for our F chord as well. But right now, I'm just going to do a very basic F major chord for the F chord, and I'm going to put the E in there. Well, why am I putting that in there? Because that is actually the F major 7 chord, right? 1, 3, 5, major 7 of an F scale. But I'm just doing it in an inversion. Let the bass player play the F down there, and that's just a nice little simple jazz voicing. Oh, what fun it, back to C, is to ride. So right here we have the 3, 6, 9 again. Oh, what fun. Let's get to there. Oh, what fun it, here it is, C, 6, 9, is to ride in a 1-horse open. So then it goes to D7. And all I do is 3 of a D scale, flat 7 and 9. And then I'm going to just drop my pinky, and it turns a D9 into a D minor 9. Isn't that nice there, right? A 1-horse open sleigh, right? And then notice that from here, this D minor 9, a D minor 9 wants to go to a G13 by just dropping your index finger. And that's a G13, D minor 9 to G13. And then it goes back to jingle bells. Now I want you to notice something else that's happening here. When I play this D minor 9 to G13, it goes back to C. Well, did you notice that that's a 2-5-1 of the key of C, right? D minor 9, G13, and then C major. 2, 5, and 1. So I'll sing the melody while I play the right hand chord. So I'm playing the chords for our left hand in my right hand just so you can hear the roots and the bass. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride. Now D9 in a 1-horse open, D minor 9, sleigh, G13. And this kind of starts over. Jingle bells, jingle all the. G minor, 2-5 of F. And then it's on F major. Oh, what fun it is to ride. We could, let's add that. let's add the A chord in there. So F chord. Oh, what fun it is to ride. Actually, let's do that because that won't clash with the melody. So we did oh, what fun on F. Oh, what fun it is to ride. A7. We'll actually do an A9 chord. All right, let's talk about why this is an A9 chord. Actually, let's do A7 flat 9 chord. Now, why is this an A7 flat 9 chord? We've actually done this chord before, and it's in our music, but we're going to do the A7 chord, which is the 6th note of the key of C, where you hear all the time 1 6 2 5 1 6 2 5. And what we're doing is the flat 7 of the A scale, which I just went down a whole step from my root, and then my flat 9, because I call that a flat 9 and not a 2, because there's my flat 7 and my 3rd and my 5th note. So we have, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Okay, let me play all of those, the whole thing again while I sing it, just so you can hear it. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the G minor way. And oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. For you, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open. So I could actually write out a very basic arrangement where you could play simple bass lines on the triads. Jingle all the way, because I bet we have some singers out there. Oh, what fun. Yeah, well, I'll add the diminished chord. Fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Okay, so if you guys want the solo version, where we're accompanying ourselves while we sing, and I would encourage you guys to do that. Or you can play over the Christmas holidays. Imagine around Thanksgiving, and you sit down and you make somebody else sing. That may be the way to go for some of you guys, is you make somebody else sing, but at least you will be able to play along, and we'll keep it really simple. And notice that I was just doing bass lines based on triads or root notes. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. All right, now let's I kind of went off on a fun little tangent there, but I think it's something that may resonate with a few of you guys. In fact, as I was playing that, I can think of about 3 or 4 of our members who would be perfect for sitting around and singing that or singing that with somebody else. All right, so let's finish up with the right hand and just give you guys a couple of quick tips. Okay, so for right now, I want you to learn this 3-6-9 voicing. The next one we're going to learn, and we're gonna work on Jingle Bells tomorrow as well, and other days this week. And we're gonna get our voicings down our left hand. We're going to get our right hand our right hand improvisations as well as the melody. But also, we're gonna talk about different ways you can play it. Like, we're not just gonna do the 3-6-9. I want you guys to be able to play this 3-5 major 7-9 voicing, right? And you can actually, we're doing 3-note voicings our left hand, but you can do really nice 4-note voicings in our left hand. And there are also lots of different changes that we can add to what we're doing. Now, just a little fun tip as we're going through this is that one beginning way to improvise on this stuff is playing the melody, obviously. Jingle bells, da da ba da da. Like, get used to the 5-note pattern, right? That would be of a pentatonic major scale kind of sound. But you can also use that flat third to create some fun little improvisations, especially when you go to the 4 chord. So imagine if I'm doing this. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Right here. Now, I didn't plan any of that, right? And it probably sounded like that. But the idea is, I just decided, oh, well, maybe we'll do a few of our little blues ideas right there. So I did something like this. I don't even remember what I did, but when I went to the D7, I just did a D7 arpeggio, right? And when you go to the D minor, you can play a D minor arpeggio, and these are things that I like to practice as well. Is that I'll go through the whole song and I'll just play. One way you can practice, just say, I'm just going to do chord tones, and that means when I'm on C, I'm only going to do. I'm doing it very slow. Jingle all the way. Now, I did add a few extra tones in there, but mostly I'm hitting chord tones. Let me do it again one more time. Bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. G minor, C, F, back to C. Now watch what happens to D7 right here. Now watch D minor, G7. Yeah, and then what you're going to start doing after you learn how to arpeggiate songs, right? When you get the chord progression, you sing up there, oh, he wants me to play a C major, and you get used to that. Then you start doing fun little half steps. Listen to this. So my arrival note is E, but you can start to do half steps, right? Jingle bells. Watch this. Okay, so I didn't do a good job of demonstrating that, but what I was going to try to say is that on your chord tone improvisation, that you're going to go a half step below or above each chord. So if I'm doing C major, I did it a half step below. Jingle all, watch this. So I'm doing a half step below all of those, and it just has a really nice feel to it. And even when I go to the D7 chord, I could go. So D7, that's a regular D7 chord, and I'm doing a half step below, and then a half step below. Okay, so as I'm showing you guys this, my mind is thinking about different ways that I can help you guys get this. So I actually have a few ideas that have just come to mind. I will write those out. One of those is this. We're just going to do the basic improvisation of the major 7 or the dominant 7 or the minor 7. I think this will help you guys out. So what I'm going to do, let me demonstrate it real quick, and we'll wrap up in the next 5 minutes. Let me check my time. Yeah, okay. We'll wrap up in 5 minutes. So here we go. C major 7 is our first improv idea, and we'll go just a C, E, G, B, right? But I'm starting 2-1. Jingle all the way. And then the only other thing that I'll show you that I'll write out is I did this. That is from Blues Volume 1. That's one of our licks in Blues Volume 1. So you can go jingle bells, jingle bells. All right, you guys get the idea. I did jingle bells, jingle bells. So I go, or below on the D7. Jingle bells, maybe we'll do a nice little solo we could write out and have everybody actually play it and learn it, right? Da 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 do da do da bo da 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 ra da 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 ra bo da ba da 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 bo da 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 bo da ba da 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 bo da ba da 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 bo da 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 ba da 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 da. Yeah, I'll work on that. And other than that, that's a good start for Christmas in October. Let me wrap up by saying these things: is that as we do Christmas in October, notice that we are going to spend this whole week on Jingle Bells only. So when we start tomorrow, remember that we will do a review of what we did today, and we'll keep adding to it. But I'm going to send out the PDF of Jingle Bells today, and I'll actually send you guys. This will be later this afternoon when I get home. But we'll do I'll send you an audio file that you guys are going to be able to use to practice along with your iRealB. Make sure you get the iRealB app, and tomorrow actually would be a good day to do training on iRealB. Real-time training, so that you guys get comfortable doing it. And if you don't have a Bluetooth speaker and you need the right kind, let me know and I'll help you get the right one. And for those of you that already have them, go ahead and set up your speakers by your keyboard, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this Christmas in October so that we get ready to play for people starting on Thanksgiving weekend when you guys are with your families. All right. Have a great day. Appreciate all of you. I really wish I could give my shout outs. Let me give my shout outs. Hold on. Have to do this. Oh, one of our members is on a long time or a vacation. Claire, have a great time. All right. And definitely check in. Let me see if I can find. Just give me a second. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I was sick this weekend. All right, Claire. Hope you're having an awesome day today. T-Man, Dave P, and Dave W. Ian, hope you're having an awesome day. And Peter, and John, and Kevin. Now, we are just getting started. We have a new chapter with the Christmas in October. We're going to do a little bit of bass lines tomorrow and get your guys' feedback on that, but expect another email from me today going over this Jingle Bells PDF, and we'll get to work tomorrow. You guys can always touch base with me. Make sure you like the video, and you can comment, and you can email me if you have any questions regarding anything, and if you need me to cover anything that was confusing in this first Christmas in October lesson. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.